Welcome folks. In this video we are going to look at question 8 of mathematics paper 2 for the year 2020, and we are dealing with an external, the paper that was written by the external. So let's look at the question 8. The frequency table below shows the marks distribution for 30 learners in a mathematics test. So the first question, question A, calculate the standard deviation. So what I want us to do is, I want us to find the standard deviation without forming a table. So now let's look at what is the formula. So the first thing that we are supposed to have, first we need to find the mean. Then the mean is denoted by the x bar. Then the formula is summation of f of x over summation of f. So we need to find the total of the frequency multiplied by the midpoint divided by the total of the frequency. Then after that, we will proceed by finding the standard deviation. And we are given most of this formula at the first page of this paper. So now we are going to use this formula where we have the square root of. So we are going to have summation of f of x squared over summation of f, then minus mean squared. So this is what we are going to use. So what is our first step here? So the first step here, we need to find the mean. So let's begin by calculating the mean. So mean, we are saying it's x with a bar on top. So now how do we find mean? So we look at the table. So let's go back to the table. So we have, this is our y, then x. Then the other thing that you are supposed to look at here, we are dealing with the a data that is grouped. So how do we know that this data is grouped? We can see the interval. So the first interval, we have 10 less than x less than or equal to 15. The second 15 up to here. So up to 45 less than x less than or equal to 50. Now, how do we find the mean? So the mean is, first we'll get the first frequency is this number here, 2. So this is our first frequency. So you say 2, then multiply by the midpoint. So what is our midpoint? We are going to add the first interval. So we'll add 10 plus 15 divided by 2. So 10 plus 15 is 25 divided by 2 will give me 12.5. So this is what you are supposed to put here. So this is our first step. Then the second step, we move on. The second number is 3. So 3 multiplied by the midpoint of 15 and 20. 15 plus 20 is 35 divided by 2. So the midpoint is 17.7 plus, followed by another frequency 3. Then we have 20 plus 25. So I'm getting 45 divided by 2. So multiply by 22.5 plus we go to 5. So we'll do the same. 25 plus 30 is equal to 55 divided by 2. 27.5. Then plus we have 6 times so 30 plus 35 divided by 2. So I'm getting 32.5. 32.5 plus another 6. So 35 plus 40. So 75 divided by 2, I have 37.5. Then plus we have 3. Then 40 plus 45 is 85 divided by 2. I'm getting 42.5 plus we have the last one is just 2, so 2 times 45 plus 50 is 95 divided by 2, 47.5. So this is what you do. Then divided by the total frequency. So the total frequency is, we are going to add this number. So say 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 3 plus 2. Then let's do now mathematics here. So the first one, 2 times 12.5, so I'm getting 25, plus 17.5 times 3, so I'm getting 52.5, plus 3 times 22.5, 67.5, plus 5 times 27.5, 137.5, plus 6 times 32.5, I'm getting 195, plus 6 times 37.5, I'm getting 225, plus 3 times 42.5, so I'm getting 127.5 over, then we have another, so then 2 times 2 multiplied by 47.5, so I'm getting 95 here, over, then let's add the total frequency. So 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 3 plus 2, so I'm getting 30, this total here. So everything divided by 30. Then let's now do the math. So we are going to add the numbers on top. So 25 plus 52.5 plus 67.5 plus 137.5 plus 195 plus 225 plus 127.5 plus 95. So according to my calculator here, I'm getting 925 over 30. Then if we divide by 30, then I'm getting 30.8. 30.8 as our mean. Now after we are done with finding the mean, we can now proceed by finding it. So we are going to find this party here. So that is what we are going to find. Then let's look at this. So this will be, we'll have summation of f of x squared over summation of f is equal to, so the only difference this time is we are going to square the midpoint. So the frequency, the first frequency number from the table, we have 2, 3, 3, 5, 6, 6, 3, 2. So say 2 times then the midpoint is 12.5 squared plus 3 open bracket 17.5 squared plus 3 times 22.5 squared plus 5 27.5 squared plus 6 32.5 squared, then plus another 6 37.5 squared plus 3 times 42.5 squared plus 2 47.5 squared, then everything divided by, we know that the total is 30, so divided by 30. Now let's do math here. So what's our mathematics? So I'll just do this. I will be doing each party at once. So what I'm going to do is 2 times 12.5 squared. So 2 times 12.5 squared. So I'm getting 3 12.5 plus 3 times 17.5 squared. So I'm getting 918.75 plus we go to another 3. So we have to make sure that we don't make any mistake, because any mistake may be costly. So 22.5 squared times 3, I'm getting 1,518.75 plus we move on to 5 times 27.5 squared. I'm getting 81.25. Then we know that the total is still 30, but we are not yet done. So from this we move on to 6. So this is 6 times 32.5 squared. So I'm getting 6,337.5, then plus another 637.5 squared. So I'm getting 8,437.5 plus 3 times 42.5 squared. So I'm getting 5,418.75, then plus the last one is 47.5 raised to the power 2. So I'm getting 4,512.5. Then let's add the numerator. So the first number is 312.5 plus 918.75 plus 1518.75 plus plus 3781 3781.25 plus 6337 6337.5 plus 8437 37.5 plus 5418.75 plus the last one is 45 12.5. So according to my calculation here, I'm getting 31,237.5 over the total we know is 30. So if we divide by 30, so I'm getting 1,041.25. Then from there, let's go back to our formula for standard deviation. So standard deviation is equal to the square root of summation of f of x squared over summation of f minus mean squared. So let's do the substitution. So we have calculated the summation of f of x squared divided by f of x, so that is 1041.25 minus what is the mean? Mean is 30.8, so we need to square it. 8.8 raised to the power 2, so I'm getting 948.64. Then let's do math here. So minus so I'm getting 92.61. So what is the square root of this number? So my final answer is 9.62. So this is our answer. So as you can see, this method is simpler and easier compared to the table, because for some learners you may find it hard to draw a table. So this is how we can find the standard deviation of a group T data. Now let's move on to question B. So for question B, we are dealing with a graph here. So let me see what I can do. So the question is, using the information in the table above, copy and complete the relative cumulative frequency table. So now how do we complete here? So the first number will have 2. So 2 we are dividing with 30. So if you say 2 divided by 30, you get 0.066, which is 0.7. Then the second number is our number is 5. So 5 you divide by 30, you get 0.17. Then we move on to 80 divided by 30. So it's 266, which is 27. Then we have 13 divided by 30, 0.43. Then we move on to 19 divided by 30. Then this will give us 0.63. Then we go to 25 divided by 30. So I'm getting 0.83. Then we move on to 28 divided by 30, 0.93. Then 30 divided by 30 is 1. So this is how you complete the relative cumulative frequency table. So you divide by the total number of the frequency. Then if we move on to question Roman number 2, using a scale of 2 centimeters represent 5 marks on the x-axis. Then we have the range 15 up to 50, and a scale of 2 centimeters represent 0.1 units on the y-axis for range 0.0 up to 1.0. Draw a smooth relative cumulative frequency table. So let's see if we can draw the line here. So I will draw the line. So this is it. Make sure I use a ruler. So this is our x-axis here. Then you have now from the x-axis we can see that the range that was given is 15 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 50. So if what we can start the first one, we can just say 15. We are adding 5 marks since we are told 2 centimeters to represent 5 units. So if we want, we can let's check if we can start from 0. So if this is 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, so that won't fit. So let's just begin from okay, so let's say we begin from, we'll say this is our 25 here. So we can start from 25 plus 5, we have 30 plus 5, 35 plus 5, 40 plus 5, 45 plus 5, 50. So we have it 50 here. Then for y-axis, we know that we are starting from 0.0 up to 1.0. Now for y-axis, it's 2 centimeters represent 0.1. So if this is 0.1, then this one is 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8 here, 0.9, 1.0. Okay, so after we are done drawing the XY plane, now we can go back to our graph. So the first one, when plotting, the x values are here, then the y values are here. So we want to plot 15, 0.07. So now what this means is we know that in the y-axis it's 2 centimeters representing 0.1. So what we are going to do, we are going to get our 0.1, then we divide by 10 so that we know what this small box represents. So according to my calculation, the concept here is whatever number that is being represented on each axis, you divide by 10 if you want to know what the smaller box represents. So this tells me that this small box represents 0.01. So we want to find where there is 0.07. So from the 20, I started from 25, this should be 15. So this is a mistake. Let me just see. Okay, let me just make some changes. So consider this as 15, then 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 here. So since the 15 for x is here, I'll just count 0 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm getting somewhere here. Then the second one is 20, 1.7. So 20, 1.7 is here. Then we move on to 25, 2.7. So 2 is here, 0.7 is here. Then we go to 35, 30, 0.43. So 43 is here. 43 is here. Then we'll have 35, 63 here. Then we'll have the next one is 40, 83. Then we'll have 45, 93. Then we'll have 50, 1. So 50, 1 is here. So this is now our graph. Okay, so now we are done with drawing a smooth relative cumulative frequency curve. Now we can move on to Roman number 3, showing your method clearly. Use your graph to estimate the interquartile range. So now what is the formula for semi-interquartile range? So semi IQR is equal to quartile 3 minus quartile 1 over 2. So we need to find quartile 3. So quartile 3 is 1 over 4. Quartile 3 is 3 over 4 times the cumulative frequency. So it's 3/3 of 1. So the cumulative frequency is the highest number where our graph is reaching in the y-axis. So the highest number is just 1. So what is 3 times 1 divided by 4 will give us 0.75. So I'm getting 0.75. Now after finding this number, we are going to our graph. Then now we need to find where there is 0.75 in the y-axis. So it's between 0.6, it's between 0.7 and 8. So we'll just count these 5. We'll just add 5 more boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my 0.75 is here. Then I'm going to draw a straight line parallel to the x-axis. Then upon touching our curve, then I need to turn down, moving parallel to the y-axis. So the point at which I'm going to touch the x-axis is where our final answer is. So since we are dealing with the marks here, our quartile 3 is giving me about so this is 35. So now what is the scale in the x-axis? So we said is 5 units per 2 centimeter square. So we can say 5 divided by 10, so that we know that each small box represents 0.5. So 30.5. So if you add 2 more small boxes, that's 1. So 36, 37, 38, 39. So I'm getting 39 as the marks. Now these are estimations. You may find maybe the answer 38.5, 39.5, 38. because we are taught to use our graphs to estimate. So we may not have the exact numbers. Now let's go to lower quartile. So lower quartile is quartile 1, which is 1 over 4 times the cumulative frequency. So 1 over 4. Cumulative frequency is 1. 1 times 1 is 1 divided by 4 will give us 0.25. So we'll repeat the same procedure that we did for us to find the upper quartile. So we'll go in the y-axis, then we need to find where there is 0.25. So 0.25 is between 0.2 and 0.3. So we just need to add 5 more boxes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we'll do the same. We'll move prior to the x-axis. Then upon reaching here, we move down. So according to my calculation here, I'm just getting the exact value. So this is giving me 25 max. The reason I'm getting max because in the y-axis, I mean x-axis here, we have max. Then the y-axis is dealing with the number of learners. So after we are done finding the upper and the lower, then we can do math. So we have 39 minus 25 over 2. So we have 39 minus 25. So I'm getting 14 over 2, which is 7. So this is our final answer. So that's it for this video. This is what I just wanted to share with you. So if you want more of this, please feel free to write in the comment section below.